When we talk about 340-some murders, we're not just talking about numbers, we're talking about victims. We're talking about families, devastated families. And we have learned over the past year that that kind of devastation can happen to anyone. It can happen to Attorney Warren Brown, his family. It can happen to T.J. Smith, to his family. And it can happen to the family of veteran state delegate Talmadge Branch.
Tyrone was the person who I would least expect something to happen to because he was so loved. No matter where we went, somebody knew him.
22-year-old Tyrone Ray was known and loved by his family, his 2 children, his co-workers, and the kids he coached in football. It is possible the 2 men who walked up to him last Labor Day and shot him 9 times on the street in Bel Air, Edison, also knew him. It was noon. He was on crutches. This picture was taken just before his mother got the call.
I called my dad and my mother, and I just had a feeling in my heart that something wasn't right.
And she was telling me that he was shot. I told her, you know, things might be okay, but we didn't know to the extent, what extent it was.
Tyrone was dead by the time Chanel reached the hospital. They have arrested and charged one 19-year-old suspect. They have identified but not yet arrested the second. But no justice system can relieve the pain.
I'm trying to help my daughter and keep her strong and keep her, help her keep her sanity, and then at the same time work with her to bury her child.
If you can think of a time where you may have been frightened and your heart you had a piercing feeling to your heart, that's what I feel every day. Sometimes I change my clothes 3 times because I don't want to put on blue, because that was his favorite.
That was his favorite color.
If you look at the city, for 2017, I think Tyrone was number 239. We ended up having more than 342 families to go through and deal with what she's dealing with and what I'm dealing with now, which I wouldn't want to wish on anybody.
And what they most likely will deal with.